In this demonstration, we're going to show you how you can use glossary terms within your streams and the advantages of doing that. So let's upload some data. In this case, I'm going to drag on a list of contacts. Let's put it into a folder called data. There's one that already exists that we've used in the previous demonstration. If we have a look at our contacts, here we have a list of users. You can see that we have some people here and that we've got a job title that has some pretty bad data in it. We can go off and fix this, and this is also what glossary terms are useful for as well. So let's map this into the platform, and we're going to map this to a person. There already is the concept of a person in CluedIn, but we could also create our own brand new concepts as well. You can see the auto mapping is kicking in, and it can figure out that first_name is exactly the same as first name here. Let's go and create a mapping. Under here, we can see if we head to our entity, we're going to remap this to use the full name of the records. We can see that it's automatically detected that the ID and the email columns can both be used as unique ways to refer to these people. Let's finish this and let's process this into the CluedIn platform. In a couple of moments, we should see our success. Excellent. Now, in the previous demonstration, we had already set up a connection to a SQL Server database. In this case, we're going to set up a stream, and we're going to call it people. In our filter, you can see that one of the options is to use a glossary term. So let's go back, exit out of this, and go to our management section. Under glossary, we're going to create a brand new category called sales. Under this, we're going to create an individual term called software developers. We can edit our glossary term. We can add descriptions. We can add tags. Let's add a description, people who are software engineers. Notice that one of the things you can set here is called a condition or a filter. Now, this is something that we just saw before when we were trying to set up our stream. In this case, I'm going to add a rule, and I'm going to specify that the software developer glossary term is where the type of data is equal to a person and where the key for person.job equals software developer. Let's save and activate. If we head to our matches, you can see that currently there's only one match. Let's head over here to our stream, to our people, and we're going to specify that the glossary term we're wanting to use is software developers, where this filter is true. Let's save, confirm, and set up that we want to send it to this export target for SQL Server, and we're going to call this people. Set this up as a synchronization mode, and now we're just going to spit out the person.job as the key we're wanting to present. So let's head to our preview, and as you would expect, there's only one result, and it's spitting out software developer to that target. Let's turn that on. Let's head back to our data cleaning tools. We're going to use the CluedIn Clean tool here to create a new project to fix these job titles. What particular data are we wanting to clean? Well, we could use the glossary term here as well, or we could specify where the type of data equals to a person. Next, it's going to ask me to specify what particular properties we're wanting to clean in this data. Let's take our person.job filter, save, and create the cleaning project. We can now generate the results, and this will go off and spin up a sandbox environment, load those people records in just with the job title, and allow my data stewards to go off and fix these issues. As you can probably imagine, the first thing that's going to be hard is to figure out how to fix these problems. And then the next thing is, how do we make these changes once and never have to make these fixes ever again? So let's click clean and be launched into our cleaning environment. Here, we can use the drop-down functions to clean up our canvas and to provide focus to the main star of the event, which is to fix these job titles. So instead of trying to fix these manually, I'm going to use the inbuilt feature called text faceting to give me a breakdown of all the unique values. As you can see, there's a pretty nice distribution here where there's really no overlap between these job titles. Let's use clustering to have the system go off and start to detect how to normalize these problems. As you can see, it's detected that all these versions of accounting can be turned into a consolidated and normalized version recommended here. For software developer, where phonetically these sound the same, but there's a small change in the way it's spelt, let's go ahead and choose to fix these records to software developer. As we iterate through the different examples, you can also see that they're all picking up their own permutations as well. Once we close, you can see the distribution is much nicer. So I'm very happy with the changes that have been prompted here. Let's go off and process these changes. And you can see the platform is recommending to create automated business rules off the cleaning exercises that I just went through. Let's do that. I'll confirm. These records will now be processed and multiple things will happen. First of all, the records in the CluedIn platform will now be fixed. Secondly, if I head to my rules, you can see that it's automatically built rules off the back of my cleaning exercises with a very intuitive way to understand how CluedIn is going to treat future data that looks like this, where the job equals accounting, or this permutation of accounting, or this permutation of accounting, and so forth. We are going to set the value of person.job to this cleaner, more normalized standard that we just built in our cleaning project just before. If we head over to our streams and head to our people, if we head to our data, you can see that our record, our stream now has three values that it's spitting out to represent the three different software developers that we cleaned our data to. This was because we used the glossary term, and if we just double check our glossary and head to our software developers and head to matches, you can see now that there's three matches in our glossary term because we've set up that filter on our glossary term to only look for people that have software developer as their job title.